Okay, we're back. And I don't know if that camera caught it. Jen's meditating. We got a big topic today. Arguably one that probably should have been done right at the beginning. So this is the Jennifer Gale Real Estate channel and YouTube channel. And we're going to talk about the team, the whole basis of this channel. We're going to talk about why it's important to have a team, why the team's good, why we're the best, and why people should use us. So
okay.
Jen's back. It's had a little hiatus. We've done some other topics, done some solo stuff, done some eggnog stuff.
Eggnog was very good.
It was. We've had Rachel on it, actually. That'll be coming out when?
January 1st.
January 1st. Right. It'll be a good one. You'll learn lots there. But today, we're learning about the Jennifer Gale Real Estate Team.
Okay, I'm excited to unpack.
All right, so I have some questions. We're going to start with this, obviously, because
This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Yeah. Some caffeine in us.
Okay.
Diet Coke. Go. You'll notice I got a sweatshirt on. Jen doesn't. She's all tanned up. She's ready to go south.
Yep.
I'm ready to go north. That's beside the point. So I'm on your team.
Yes.
You have put me in charge of this channel.
Yes.
Which we're going to talk about actually a little bit.
Okay.
And how to, the power that you wield within the team. And showing up right here.
Careful with that language with me.
I know. Okay, so you've had a team for how long?
I started the team at the end of 2017.
Okay. And I remember that. We were friends back then.
Yep.
Colleagues, different brokerages.
Yeah.
You've had various people on and off.
Yep.
Which, for no reason other than some are good fits, some wanted to leave, some didn't work out. That's part of building a team.
Natural progression.
Yep. When I started, it was very, early 2024.
Yep.
You seemed pretty dialed in then. So we still have Jay, Jen,
Jim,
and then me,
yep.
And then we've added some since.
Yeah, we're currently at 13 members on the team.
13. Okay, so I guess there's so many things I need to ask. Okay, so let's start from an agent perspective. We're on the team. You train us.
Yep.
But you also have us in other training.
Yes.
In order to serve the public better, right?
Yes.
We learn how to. We just all completed a expert buyer's course.
Yes.
We do something called RISE training.
Yes.
Talk to us about RISE training and why that is. It's mandatory on the team, and as it should be. It was a good thing.
Yep.
Talk to us about it.
So the RISE training is a spectacular value add for us as a team. So putting together a real estate team, like you mentioned, the coming and going, and the difference with I think any highly successful real estate team is that you have to have standards and operating procedures. There has to be a cadence as far as what happens with a listing, what happens with a lead, and there's so many funnels down that it has to actually operate just like any sports team, just like any, bigger conglomerate. So the RISE training is part of Reside. And I can't say enough. So Reside is a platform built for teams to grow and structure. And RISE brings us through the training of language. It gets all of the team members speaking the same language and following the same cadence. So there's not, everybody is buying into the same process. So for me as the team leader, it takes the guesswork out. We're very highly organized and functional, but we speak the same language. So when we get together on training or any of those things, we are all on the same page and we're just sharpening our axe on the things that we've learned. So in essence, it gives us an infrastructure to build around.
Yeah. So and that's going to lead us into how that serves the public better through the team.
Yeah.
But as an agent, like, I love the fact that we do have that structure, because I went a lot of years without it, and I needed it.
I think that that's one of the best parts about a team. Everybody gets a real estate license, and there's success, or but it becomes so isolating. But one of the biggest traps in real estate, which everybody gets a real estate license because they want to make their own time.
Yeah.
I want to have freedom, which is we know that's a lie.
Yeah.
And humans in general, we need structure. We need infrastructure in our day. So for an agent to come on the team and understand every day what those tasks are, and we have proven results. Like, if you do 1, 2, and 3, you will have a result. And we've proven it time and time again. Like, this year, toughest real estate market perhaps we've seen since the 1990s. And the Jennifer Gale team is winding out the year with 280 transactions. So, as much as people will be like, I don't want the structure, it works.
Yeah, and I mean, as a onlooker to you and your career, we were, like I said earlier, we were always friends, and but you were on a different stratosphere of production. Like, you had new builds too, Braymark, and I had Goodman Homes, and I was always busy doing the new construction thing, and the resales I got a lot of times were people that were building, or my sphere of influence and all those jazzy words. But you were doing a lot of business, and I always wondered, like, man, like, what the heck is she doing to get a million deals a year? Like, what? Like, and now being on the team, I see it, right? So we use something called Follow Up Boss.
Yes.
Look at you light up. Wow. I had a CRM. So what does CRM stand for?
Client, I don't know.
Quick Google.
It's our database.
Yeah. Okay, so I had one, and it's basically a way to organize your people, right? So you do a deal and you get past clients, and
which we all know that we should have.
We should have, and
probably a lot of people have one that they haven't used.
Yep, and I was that guy. Like, I had one, I paid for it. It was $44 a month, and it just sat there. Excuse me. I think the depth of what I use it for was like a once a month mail out, like an email, and my open rates were 1 or 2%.
What are your open rates today?
They average probably 52. I think over the last, I like to say 6 months, 52%.
It's amazing.
And that's, some of the things I've learned on the team as to how to structure an email, even like just.
It's the small things that everybody always overlooks.
Yeah.
It's the nuances. It's the simple things. It's the small finesses that as a team we get together and see how that operates and structure it out, and that's the power. Because if you're sitting like you were by yourself with the CRM, nobody's telling you what to do with it, and you send out a goofy newsletter that nobody opens, and you're like, oh, I did my job.
I was intimidated because I'd see other agents making these, not PDFs, but like these Canva fancy things, and I'm like, oh geez, I need to do that. And
what's my rule on the team? No Canva.
No Canva. Like, we're not even allowed to use it. And thank God, because I don't know how to use it, and I never have to learn, so it's great. When we learned about these emails, it was almost like a breath of fresh air for me, because it was so simple and easy and fast. I'm like, oh, okay, like I can do that. And my open rates went from 2% to 52.
Yeah.
Sometimes 60, sometimes, just depending on keywords. And so that's great. So as an agent, we're structured, we're highly scrutinized is not the right word. That's very not the right word, but
well,
like we're held to account.
Well, I think that because we're so blessed that the team attracts people that are looking for structure, that want to have income that will be pretty stabilized, right? We want stable income. And, you know, the standards rise naturally just by having great team players like yourself. You know, when one team member is saying, I'm doing the emails, I'm getting 52% open rate, let me show you what I'm doing. So it becomes a culture within the culture. And with Follow Up Boss, you know, we have an open, you can see what the team members are doing and you track that. So it's not a competition with your teammates, but it raises the bar so that you start elevating. So, you know, we're as strong as our weakest link, but we keep growing and we bring that up. And so I just think that it makes a more, from my perspective, biased. I think we're hands down super professional. Like there's no guesswork. We are just taking care of everything. So it's highly polished. We always say we don't take ourselves very seriously, but we are very serious about business.
Yeah. And I mean, it's made me a better agent. Like I was a decent agent. I was always good with people, but organize and structure now is night and day.
And one of the blessings of the team, it's hard to grow a team because people are afraid, oh my gosh, the team member is coming, it's going to be less for me. So it's such reverse psychology because as the team grows, more signs, more calls, more leads, more for everybody. So you actually do end up doing more transactions and have a higher income on a team.
Yeah.
You know?
And we're expected to do certain things that I think an agent not on a team isn't.
Yep.
They have that option, and that's fine. Like some agents work better at home. Some agents, they do their thing their way, and that's okay because you've always stressed that to all of the GG agents is like, find what works for you and do that well. And that's also a breath of fresh air. Like, oh, geez, like I don't like door knocking. Well, then don't do it.
Yeah, don't.
Because you're not going to be good at it if you hate it.
The cool thing, too, about our team is there's just that natural accountability that's happened. So we don't have any rules. Like, I don't say, if you're on the team, I want you here every morning. But every single morning, the Jennifer Gale team is fully here, like at least until 1 p.m. and going through their systems. And, you know, I think it's incredible. Every time I look at them, like, wow, they just show up, right? Because it's never been a hard line. I can't tell you guys what to do. I can model it, though.
So here's where I get into my little story. And the fact that I'm doing this is crazy. A lot of people that know me, and you're laughing, I know. But I'll tell you how it all started. And you don't walk around and say, you know, like, you got to be here at 8. You don't, but you kind of do. You do without, and I liken it to my parents a little bit. It's just weird because I'm older than you. But, so there's one day Rachel was here, and it was in the spring, maybe some of the first times you did it, you decided you were going to give, like, whoever was in the office, like, it was a little, tell me a feel-good story about a client. Yeah. And, you know, I think Jay did one, I think Jen did one, and I was, like, back at my desk, hiding, as I usually did when the cameras came out. Never been in a video, didn't want to be in a video. And there was just a tone that day where you yelled back and said, Drew, it's your turn. And I kind of laughed and went, yeah. And you gave me a look that I got from a parent that it's just like, today's not the day you're saying no. And I'm like, okay, well, she's not taking no for an answer today. That was just the look I got from your face. I went up there and I said a story about my Forest Way Trail, and I actually didn't mind being on camera. So then that's the kind of the ability that you have. And I've talked to a lot of even non-team agents, like everybody at Gale Group's like, yeah, you know, like she's just kind of like mother hen. Like she just has a way of like, hey, so like, what are you doing today? You sure? Like is that good? Like, I mean, but it's really good. Like, trust me when I say agents need it. They need it, they need it, they need it. Like, whether they think they do or not, in their own way, they need somebody to be like, hey, like, what are you up to? Sure about that? Like, you sure you shouldn't be doing something more like this?
So my responsibility as a team leader is, accountability is the highest form of love.
Yeah.
If you come and sit with me and you're like, look at it, I want to up my production, I want this in my personal life, this is what that's going to mean for me. It is actually my responsibility to remind you of that, right? Because it's not necessarily just a team. I always say within the team, it's a partnership. We're partnering together on this. And so it's my job to help remind you of why you wanted to do that. And we have to stay on track to do that.
Yeah, you're very good at being that person, right? Like, you are, like I hear you up with Jackie and Rachel sometimes, and like, if you haven't seen an agent for a couple days, you'll be like, hey, like, let's check in on such and such, because you're just, your fingers on the pulse, and that's good. Like,
Well, I care about the people.
Yeah.
I think that it's a big, and within the team, because it is so, I'm going to be like, we just run things that way. But I never take it for granted that somebody says, you know what, I trust you with my career. I think that you can help get me to those goals. I don't think that that's ever anything that we should take lightly. It's
No.
actually a gift and an honor, right? So I have to do my part of it. I have to show up for you guys.
and that's, I think you've said on numerous posts, like, we're not for everybody.
No.
So if you don't want the smoke,
Yeah.
which means, for all that you just don't know the lingo, right?
Or-
Wanting the smoke is like, you want the action. Some agents might not want it. They might just want to be like, hey, kind of leave me alone. Like,
Yeah.
And if they feel any kind of pressure, maybe it's not for them. But
I just believe that anybody that gets into the real estate business, I could be wrong. I could be built different. I think differently. But I don't think that anybody gets into the business to be mediocre.
Yeah,
I don't. And I could be wrong. So
it's an expensive hobby if that's
it's a very expensive hobby. So, you have to do the work though. And so
Yeah.
there's the misguiding that a Canva post and like, oh, I work better from home. Well, do you?
yeah, like,
And there are some people that perhaps that is true, but I'm going to say that's probably like a 2 to 3% people that are built for that. I think that community, I think that showing up, I understand coming from, having a really successful solo business. I know what it took to sell those homes. I understand that if I needed to pick up and, I had some kind of financial crisis, I would know exactly what I need to do to get into the business and get those deals done.
yeah. And that was a draw for me. Like,
Yeah.
my wife, Janet, had told me for 3 years to join your team when I still was a part owner of another brokerage. I said, well, it's a little bit complicated. Like, that doesn't really work that way. But she was a believer. I mean, we were always friends. We had lots of lunches, and it was great. So, okay, let's brag. Let's brag about the team.
Yeah.
I want you to tell our vast audience, if they use the Jennifer Gale real estate team, what are they getting? What are they getting in an agent? So this is for the consumer. Like, you phone us.
Sorry, you phone us, and I believe that you are getting the highest trained agent into the business that is like held to a strict line of principles and ethics, right? We operate fully out of principles. Every team meeting we have starts with legacy, principle, integrity. So we're reminded of that. So with that raised consciousness, we are absolutely pros at what we do. Dialed in from our systems, our marketing, the aspect that you have a group of people who genuinely want to win together. So you don't just get Drew Simmons. You get Drew Simmons with Jay Friesen, with Pam Matthews, with Rachel Little, with Jackie, with Lori, with me. You get marketing that I rate, this is a shout out for Rachel, as I believe the best in the business.
Yeah, it is.
You get a network of agents from, building a solid 20-year career. You have, there's just so much flow. Our socials are highly engaged. Our website is the best because we work on that every single day. Like, it's not like we
spend money on it.
We are not a plug and play type of business where we just set that up and that's just always the way it is. We are consistently in the background. How are we elevating the brand? How are we elevating the service? Right down to Warren, our unsung hero. So you go with our team, we can have contractors in your house within 24 hours. The sign's up. We've got a paint job. We've got movers. We want to take your home. So a lot of times, we go into a home, we always see that it's like first-time home buyers, everything's so great. And the true story about real estate is we walk into a lot of situations that aren't great. There's a lot of life circumstances that cause people to move. And our number one job is when we leave there, our client can deal with their life. We are dealing with their home. We take every aspect of that out, and then they can deal with whatever. We'll let them know, through the process. We're highly communicative. There's just so many great things. But the number one thing is the client doesn't need to worry about their home anymore. From staging to there's just so many components why you guys are like the LA Lakers and the dynasty time. You're the best of the best.
And here's a brag story about the team and you. About this time last year, I had a condo for sale that was a downsizing situation. A couple I knew from the golf course were going in Oxford Gardens. They had a lot of furniture. They had been in contact with an auction place. And because it was, this was the auction place's excuse. I'm not sure I'm buying it, but whatever. I got a frantic phone call from a 93-year-old lady, my grade 5 teacher. And she said, Drew, I don't know what to do. The auction place just backed out. They said they don't have a truck, they don't have people, they can't come and get all the furniture. And this place was supposed to close January 8th, so last year. And I said, okay, well, at this point I wasn't new to the team, but I was still, I don't know where,
how it all works.
Right.
Yeah.
I had questions. So I remember right when I was in Sport Check parking lot, I remember calling you. I said, Jen, my people in Lakeview, the auction place backed out. She's upset. Doesn't know what to do. She's got furniture. She's got couches. She's got boxes of stuff. And you said, we got it. No worries. Just tell her we got it. And me being like, what does that mean? Like, what I need to know what that means because I need to tell her what that means, to what scope. She goes, we will clean that place out if need be. I said, okay. So I called her and I said, wait, don't worry about it. We got it. And she almost cried. And so then I called you again. I'm like, okay, so really, what does that mean? What's the deal? She says, oh no, I'll just get Warren there and we'll get my trailer. And sure enough, I forget, it was like a blizzard that day. It was snow squalls. I remember loading up that trailer and Warren brought another guy, but not something you like talking about, but I'll brag on you a little bit. What did we do with that stuff?
Yeah, we donate it to places in the community for people that are getting set up in their lives that are starting over and don't have furniture.
Yeah.
So we have some connections within the community. Most certainly not to brag on that because I think that our philosophy should always do, I would rather do good deeds in private.
Yeah.
Because it's just the philosophy of who we are.
True charity should be anonymous.
True charity should be anonymous.
Yeah.
It's never a post.
Yeah.
That is for sure one of our team morals and principles.
And actually you helped an agent from a different brokerage who's now at our brokerage clean out a house too.
Yeah, you know what? Because when we have the opportunity to be useful, and so we can talk about structure, systems, marketing, all of those things. But when we are coming out with a true spirit of wanting to help, and we help everybody, and I just, I'm a little voodoo-y and law of attraction. It works for me.
It does.
But all the good deeds that we do, they always come back to us, whether or not it's just that lady got to move into her home and not think about that, or the person that just got their apartment now has a couch. How cool is that? And it's...
Well, imagine being 93 or 4 years old and having a whole house of stuff that you don't even know who to call.
Or being the 35-year-old that just lost everything and has to move into an apartment and doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So there's just so many different facets in that is, makes me really proud of the people I work with. Yeah.
So we market better, we do things. That would be quite the thing if I made you cry on, because that's actually, we're going to get there later.
We would actually delete this video.
So when you get a team agent, you're getting full service pretty much everything, and the best. And it's easy for me to go into appointments now because I get to brag about our marketing and Rachel and just listed that stuff I couldn't do on my own, and it happens through our systems automatically. So
I'm a big believer in marketing too.
Oh, yeah.
So, the thing is that you see us everywhere. And we have social proof, because when you go to the Google reviews for the Jennifer Gale Team, I think we're close to 380, but it's not Jennifer Gale they're talking about.
It's
They're talking about the agents that they have the experience, and I think that that's really something that we've done right, because if the consumer is looking for a realtor and they come across our page, you could read down 20 reviews and it's all different agents, same experience.
Yeah.
And that's, I'm so proud of that.
Now, to just also brag on the brokerage, because you get all this with the team, obviously, but I think with Gale Group, you get pretty much all of it too. You get Rachel, you get the marketing, you get that with all the Gale Group agents.
Yeah, and I'm a big proponent that it's the same deal. If you come to the brokerage and you say, I believe in you, your leadership, I believe that you can help me. Again, I'm never taking that lightly. I don't care. Actually, don't even care if an agent at another brokerage calls me and has a question. I love helping people develop business. So for the Gale Group agents, I'm proud of my team first, because when we formed Gale Group, and they were meeting just the Jennifer Gale Team, I think that was so telling about the people, from both aspects, because there's never been the divide. It's all come together. So we trained together. The Jennifer Gale Team playbook is open to every agent in the brokerage. I'm excited if you want to copy and mimic and do that, because I know that it works. So, whether you're coming here and looking for a little bit more consistency on your income, or just wanting that structure, we have that available to you. But if you're just an indie and you want to build this business, and that's so great, because I've been there too. I'm really all bought into that as well. So I really believe that we have the best of both worlds here, and we're structuring Gale Group in the same way that we structured the Jennifer Gale Team, because we have a proven path that works. So here with the Gale Group and the brokerage agents, it's still we're a marketing machine, we are a training machine, we are in systems, everything's available to you, because I want to make sure that everybody has the best leg up to do the best in their business.
And I see just this morning, Carrie Montgomery Rachel put out a video, Carrie, on her listing, and Rachel goes out and shoots those. It's not just team. No, she does that for anybody
for everybody. That's and it's the same idea. More signs equals more calls equals more leads. Like, so the better that everybody does, the better it is for the whole. So that's where I think maybe real estate got choked out, or when they're talking about competition and, you know, scarcity mindset. We're very abundance over here because it is better. Like, we have an agent lighting it up. It's better for all of us.
So it sounds like you basically built Gale Group as an agent would like it to be built, not some outdated, grandfathered in structure that still holds true in a lot of places. Like, you built it coming from being an agent.
Yeah.
You basically just said, okay, if I'm an agent, how do I want this brokerage to be? What do I want supplied to me? And can that work? And it did, and it does.
Yeah, you know, I have that unique advantage, I think, because I am coming from the place of starting a real estate career with absolutely no money, grinding it through, you know, building up some success, maybe tearing that down, building it up again. So I've gone through all the different facets in real estate. I didn't have just a couple great years in real estate and open a brokerage and tell you about my results. Like, this is like
You tell us about your failures as much as you tell us about your successes.
Tried, tested, and true. You know, like, so for our young agents, I can meet you at that level because I've been there.
You've been on the streets.
So,
you've eaten what you've killed.
And when we were building out Gale Group, it was exactly that. What did I need to make my business good? What did I need? I needed support. I needed training. I needed mentorship. I needed coaching. Sometimes all the agent needs is you're doing a great job.
Awesome.
Keep going. Keep going. Just keep going. We need that. I need that. I pay people ahead of me to coach me so that I get that. And I think that, we just have that unique advantage. You know, we're not talking about theory. We are talking about like a length of time. And I'm still growing and building with bigger things. So, you know, as we grow that together, really, it's actually magical.
Yeah, and I think I'm a demographic of agent that really benefits too, because I kind of we came in together, and smartphones, I hate to say it, didn't exist.
Thanks for aging me.
Yeah, we came in before Facebook existed.
Okay.
Like, holy cow. But I don't know how to do a lot of stuff, like online. I don't know how to make posts that Rachel makes. And
me either.
I don't, it sounds terrible because there's just certain things I don't want to learn anymore. I don't, not how to do my job better, but behind the scenes things. So we have like somebody like Jackie that will, I guess, sign me up for stuff and like fill out stuff that I don't want to have to do, and she does it. So like a demographic like me, greatly, it's not just like a young person's brokerage. Like, for me, I'm like, wow. So I can just list a place, and Rachel will like put up a just list. Like, I don't want to do that. It just all happens. You just ask for it and it happens. It's great.
And there was nuances too. Like, when we're looking at building the brokerage, like there was nothing worse when I was waiting for a paycheck. There's nothing worse for an agent to go to the front desk and be like, did that commission check come in?
Yeah.
You know, like, so right down to like, we want to get our agents paid. We want it clear. There's like, we need clarity and transparency. And I think too, I get really fired up on this. Hey, you can tell your eyes just widened. I think that what has been missing, maybe missing for me, maybe missing for others, maybe my experience is we have taken it for granted that as a realtor, you pay a lot of money to be a realtor.
Yeah.
That's maybe what the public doesn't know. It's the only job you have to pay to play. And so when you're giving out a good chunk of money to an outfit to support that business, you have to look at what I get in return for that. So I transitioned to, you know, I'm a great agent. I love people. I can get with you. And my job with the client has always been surprise and delight. Don't worry, I've got this, you know. And now in this role, the agent, you're my client. So what's my job for you? I have to make sure that it's smooth. You don't have to worry. I've got this. Don't, that all of that there is a value in the money that you provide back to the system. The system that helps build you. You also help build the system, and it's a two-way value street.
And that helps the consumer.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
it's like that's what
Yeah.
like we're bragging on our like the brokerage and how good we are, but that translates to helping the consumer and what product they're going to get from any Gale Group agent.
And our philosophy, which we talk about in all meetings, is we create great agents. That is what we do here. We are here to develop and create great agents. And we don't even necessarily, it doesn't need to be we create great agents just within our brokerage. We can be, we can model behavior, maybe for somebody that's lost out there, and show them how to structure the deal and come in and solve those problems. So the consumer is always getting the best service, and it will in turn help raise the bar for our industry. It helps raise the consumer's trust for realtors. It helps consumers understand where their dollars go, what that looks like.
I'm always amazed at how well our new agents do. Like, and I personally I can't even see you allowing a new agent to not do well. Like you'll fight to the death for them, like to do well. I mean, you can only do so much. I mean, obviously there has to be some give back and give and take, but you will take it personally if an agent's struggling.
Yeah.
You'll make them not struggle.
I care about the people that are here. I care about everybody that's here. And again, if you come to me and I meet agents, whether they're new or transitioning from another brokerage, we have some pretty in-depth conversations. And I don't care about your experience. I care about who you are as a human. I care about kind of life experience. I want to draw the best out of every single person. So in those initial meetings, you tell me you want something, I'm here for you.
We heard won't mention anything, but we've been talked about as being just a flash in the pan. And I laughed, and you're laughing now because it's so not true and I think I told you this, from my point of view, we're actually bringing back a very old school type of brokerage in a new modern way, because so a lot of these brokerages is like, who's your broker of record? I don't know, somebody in a different city. Who's your owner? No clue. Probably in a different city. Who do you go to talk to for the nitty gritty? But that's you in all, you're our owner, you're our broker of record, you're here every day. Mm-hmm. You basically, you're the 60-year-old white guy in a suit that comes in and teaches everybody how to do real estate. That probably happened in the 70s and 80s, but that's what you are now.
Well, we old school is the new school.
Yeah.
We are not recreating, we are not inventing anything
jackets.
New. We're for sure not putting on any jackets. Maybe a pink one. We're not creating anything new. We're staying current with the times for sure. That's why we have that. And for sure, I'm here. But one of the pieces that I think that you left out is my goal is that I don't need to be the smartest person in the room, and I'm by far not. My goal is to create more great leaders. That's a great definition of how a company will grow. So it's not just me here every day. It's you here every day. It's Rachel here every day. It's the agents that are showing up and believe in what we're doing in the vision and have felt the great impact of adding value to another person's life. Just by being able to answer the question, or again, you know what, you're doing great. Why don't you just try to do this? It is actually transformational for some people. So while I'm here and doing that, and I love being here and I love doing it all, I am, there's so many people around to support that it's not just me.
Yeah. It's weird when I'm
But
here
there's transparency.
and I don't hear that. Good morning. And I'm just laughing because okay. We're going to end with something somewhat fun.
Okay.
And I need my phone for this. I did a little poll. I came up with some of these on my own, but I did a little poll downstairs.
Oh.
I call them Jenny G-isms.
Oh, geez.
And I want a quick explanation on what these mean.
Okay.
These are your isms.
Oh, this is really fun.
Yep. Drinking from a fire hose.
Oh, that's when I get very passionate and I come at you hard and fast and I'm passionate about something. If you ask me, I'm probably drinking out of a fire hose right now.
A little bit, yep. Stay out of the weeds.
Oh, get out of your head. I think that sometimes people get too caught up in the planning and we're not in the execution. You got to keep it simple. Keep it simple. Do not get in the weeds.
We want them to choke on our face.
Oh yeah, marketing, visibility. I just want you to see me everywhere you go. I want you to choke on my face.
Get comfortable being uncomfortable.
You got to do the hard things. Like none of the stuff where the results are is in the uncomfortable things. So for the consumer, you guys expect us to call you. Very uncomfortable for agents. Weird, but true. You have to be very comfortable being uncomfortable if you want success.
We're building the engine while we fly.
Oh yeah. Because we're growing, and as we grow, the vision becomes bigger, and in order for we have momentum, and so we figure we're very fast. We're implementers. We are building the engine while we fly.
There's no crying in real estate.
Oh yeah, no crying. There's no crying in baseball. There's no crying in real estate. You can have a 5-minute funeral about something that's wrong,
And move on.
but the quicker that you get up, then the faster you move on. That's where success is.
And this is my favorite, and it's probably
I'm fired up now.
I know, the all-encompassing thing that everybody, I guarantee all 46, 7, 8 agents we have could pin this on you, no question. What are the things?
You got to do the things.
The things. What are the things? Give me 3 things.
Yeah,
of other things.
You got to be into your database. You got to be calling. You've got to be sending the emails. You have to follow up. You have to show up. Showing up is 90%
On time,
of it.
or actually early if you can.
Yeah, you need to be coachable. You need to be willing. You need to, it's all the things. You need to be visible. Do the things.
The things according to Jenny G, and as I call her, Queen Bee of Gale Group and the Jennifer Gale Real Estate Team. Till next time.